Sleeping Beauty. The Wedding Gift. Sleeping Beauty had received true love's kiss at last, and now she was living happily back at the castle with her parents, preparing for the wonderful day she would marry the man of her dreams, Prince Philip. Naturally, the whole castle was abuzz. The royal gardeners were gathering the most fragrant flowers from the palace garden. The royal chefs were cooking up the grandest of wedding banquets, and the royal bakers were assembling a wedding cake tall enough to feed the entire kingdom. And then there was the royal dressmaker, who, with her staff of 22, had the most honored job of all, sewing the wedding dress of Princess Aurora's dreams. The dressmaker curtsied to Aurora, her parents, and the 3 good fairies who had cared for Aurora for 16 years. "If you please, your Royal Highness, what did you have in mind?" the dressmaker politely asked Aurora as she held up samples to show the princess. "Well," Aurora began. "You want white, of course," the dressmaker broke in. "No, not too white. I see something more vanilla to complement your lovely skin." She motioned to her assistants. "As your Highness will see, I have some gorgeous ivory satin here, and an off-white brocade that's simply divine. Oh, yes." "Actually," Aurora said, The dressmaker wasn't done yet. "And by all means you'll want to train 20 feet or so, I should say." Truthfully, that wasn't what Aurora had had in mind at all. But before Aurora could say anything, the fairy Merryweather spoke up. "But what if Briar Rose, oh goodness me, I mean Princess Aurora, doesn't want to dress that color?" she said, pointing to one of the samples. Aurora smiled. "What the dear girl needs is something blue," Merryweather said. "Oh no," Flora scolded. "A wedding dress shouldn't be blue. It should be pink." Poor Aurora shook her head as she watched the fairies change the dress color. "Or perhaps," Fauna began. "Just a minute now," King Stefan declared, holding up his hand. "Pink, blue, ivory, or cream, I hereby decree that the color of the gown be left up to the bride." Aurora sighed with relief and smiled as her father gave her shoulder a little squeeze. Then the king went on. "The most important thing is that the dress be covered with jewels. Lots of them. After all, she is a princess." "Why, of course, your Supreme Highness," the dressmaker said with a most reverent bow. "Lots of jewels. My thoughts exactly." Aurora's face, once hopeful, suddenly fell. Jewels? Oh dear, wasn't that a little much? While her father and the dressmaker discussed various bejeweled designs, Princess Aurora tried to think of the best way to tell them what kind of dress she herself wanted. Then, suddenly, she felt a soft hand take hold of hers. "Come, darling," her mother whispered, smiling. "I have something I'd like to show you." She nodded toward the king and dressmaker, deep in discussion. "I don't think they'll miss us for a few moments, do you?" Together, the two walked up the stairs and into the queen's dressing room. And there, Aurora watched her mother go to an old trunk, open it, and pull out a long, beautiful gown, edged with delicate lace and tiny pearls. "This was my wedding dress when I was a princess," the queen explained, "and my mother's before me. I had hoped one day you'd wear it, if you'd like to, of course." "Oh, Mother," Aurora exclaimed, "it's just what I had in mind." Moments later, Aurora went back downstairs, wearing her mother's wedding